this is our costume shop. And for those of you who've never really gussied up for Halloween and rented a costume from us, we build all of the clothes for all of our shows. For 13 years now, we've been in this building. Right behind there, it's an amazing locavore, locally hired, locally sourced workspace with amazing artisans. We build all the clothes, we use them in our performances, and then it's an amazing rental space, rental facility for, we rent costumes to everybody, Halloween, many theater companies, opera companies, local arts groups all over the city and all over the country, in fact. So it's always been a little hive of activity, and it was the brainchild of our executive director, Ellen Richard, that we used the front space of it, which had been a rehearsal studio for many years, as a performing space, in part because A.C.T. really wants to make a contribution to this incredible thing that is happening in San Francisco, which is the revitalization of the Mid-Market Corridor through the arts. So I want to give a big shout out to all of the arts groups who are here, Nick from Boxcar, and Rob from Cutting Ball, and Sean San Jose from Intersection, and Lisa Steinler from Z-Space, and Christy, where did she exit theater to Christy? And anyway, and I know I'm forgetting a bunch of you, but there are wonderful local artists who've been in this neighborhood for quite a long time. We want this to be a space where artists can gather, where lots of different groups can rent the space, so feel free to pass the word along because it's flexible. We can perform in many different configurations. And we've already had lots of interesting people in here. It's also a great creative hub for our school, for our MFA program. All of you probably know that education is a big part of A.C.T.'s life, and we want young artists to begin to really think about why they're making the work they're making and for what community they're making it. So this is the community. Big thanks to Elvin, where's Elvin Padilla from TED Up, who's been a partner with us in exploring this neighborhood for so, like, the most patient man ever, who's been, looking around and helping us begin to make this connection. Most of all, I think we are all in for a really bright future because we have a fantastic new mayor who said last night about whom it was said by Charlotte Schultz last night at the consular thing, that the main buzzword he wants for his administration is accessible, which I thought was so great because that's what we need, as an accessible mayor who will collaborate with us to take the city forward. So he's a big arts advocate, came to the opening of Tales of the City. We had a really good time with him and Anita. We're really honored and thrilled he's here, and we want to welcome him to the stage.
Congratulations. Thank you. Thank you. Well, welcome, everybody. Wow, this is, you got to know what's going on in my mind. I don't talk a lot about things sometimes because they're very personal, but I have to share with you the level of excitement coming into this door tonight, and what I've been thinking about the last few minutes and preparing is I'm feeling the same way when I had to, in college, performed in my first drama class. I performed in Butterflies Are Free, and we had a segment there, and it was like the first time. I mean, I was 3,000 miles away from my original home, from Seattle to Brunswick, Maine, and I felt I could do anything I wanted, and my friends wouldn't laugh at me. So I was like an audience out there. And so I took drama class and was really excited and got to perform. But this is kind of how I feel tonight with this opening here. Carrie, wonderful. Congratulations. And, you know, A.C.T. for coming here to Mid-Market, it's huge. It's huge because, as you know, we've wanted the active arts to be such a great partner with us, and they have. And with the A.C.T. opening up this costume shop and welcoming all the other arts community participants to join, and then joining us in a very deliberate move to revitalize this whole area and to make arts the leading factor of it, and to join things like the Gray Arts Foundation and Burning Man and then all the businesses that we've been locating here. It's wonderful. I feel very excited about this, and this is another welcome. This is another smart thing on behalf of our arts community to join the city, to join the mayor's office, the Office of Workforce and Economic Development. I know Amy Cohen's excited. I know Jen Matz and the whole crew.
We gotta cheer Amy.
Oh, yeah, Amy, thank you. And I share in her staff's excitement that when they can kind of make a agreement here and get the right funds together, get kind of the financial support together. And a lot of it still is about financials. But if we can leverage what we have with the excitement that you bring in, we're on our way to a good foundation for revitalization. And this community so needs it, not only for what its history has been, but its connection of the Soma and the Tenderloin and what it's had. I think that we're on our way to a very, very positive, successful story of how we work together to really make this community come to life. And you already know what we've done. We've done anchors at, with Twitter, and now we've got, I don't know if you know this, but down on 5th and Market, we've got the first of, I think, many financial institutions. You didn't know about the Bank of Communications, the 5th largest bank in China, has now opened up their office on Market Street, just to complement what we're doing here business-wise. And that's just along the lines of what Pearls Deluxe and Show Dogs and some of the smaller agencies, Huckleberry, Bicycle, and you're going to hear more and more about this. And then Dottie's Blue Cafe is going to be around the corner. You're going to see that happening. We are committed already to our 6th Street substation, but even before that, for the next year, while we're figuring all this redevelopment challenge, I've got the community ambassadors. You're already seeing them. They're now walking the streets. They're really greeting people. They're getting to know everybody. Please know them by first name, because they're going to be your partners and your additional eyes and ears to make everybody feel safe along this street. But I got to thank A.C.T. for taking this wonderful opportunity, this space, activating it, making it available, performing it. And I do know that you're both an educational institution as well as a performance. Your fine arts, your masters of the arts program here will be really delighted to embrace your best grad students as they perform here, as they try out their themes, as they really get their education started. But really it's the performances and the people that you bring here that will enliven this area. So I'm excited. I can't remember what I did on Butterflies Are Free, but I know. But I do remember the excitement that I had in that performance, and this really reignites us. So thank you, Carrie. Congratulations very much. Thank you, everybody, for coming here tonight.
So happy you're here. Okay, we're going to sing. So we're going to give you a little taste, a little performance, and to introduce it all is our board president, Rusty Roof, our board chair, Nancy Livingston. And I did just want to say another great two allies here, Susan Stoddard and Antigone from the San Francisco Unified School District, and Elizabeth Broderson, who's our education director at City. This is also going to be a space for our education program and for young people to come in and perform. So we're really honored and thrilled you're here, too. So Rusty and Nance.
Okay. Thank you so much, Mayor Lee, for joining us today. We are deeply appreciative, and you were so encouraging, and you gave such enthusiastic remarks, so I think it's a great launch. For those of you who don't know me, I am Nancy Livingston. I'm chair of the board of A.C.T., and this is our president, Rusty Roof. And on behalf of the board of directors, we want to welcome you all here today, particularly our sister organizations in the arts. We are so thrilled to really be putting down some very serious roots here. And I wanted to say that the kind of work that's going to be done here is very, very, very different from what we're doing on the Geary stage. We have amazing opportunities to do some cutting-edge work, some very really kind of grassroots and community-based work that we simply don't have the opportunity to do in a 1,000-seat theater. So on behalf of the board, we are thrilled to welcome all of you today. And as Mayor Lee indicated, and Carrie, and everything that you've read in the newspapers, A.C.T. is really dedicated to putting down community roots in a very significant and serious way in this area. The costume shop has been here for a while. We're now dedicating and inaugurating this brand new space. But we have dreams of putting a second stage in this neighborhood. So we want to be good neighbors and good friends, and come often, bring your friends, and thank you so much for your support today. Rusty?
Great, thanks, Nancy. Yep. We also have to thank another institution that's not here tonight, and that's the Irvine Foundation. And anybody who's in the arts world knows the Irvine Foundation. The Irvine Foundation is making the performances that happen here available to us, and that's really great. It takes a village, as we know. It takes fundraising to make these things happen, and the Irvine Foundation's been just awesome to us. So thank you to them, even though they're not here this evening. So to give you a taste of the things that are going to come in this kind of space, so we have a special performance for you tonight. We have our MFA class of 2013. Those of us are on the inside. We call them our second years. And they're going to be doing what is called a musical review.
Just two songs.
Two songs. Just two songs.
That's a review.
Yes, a musical
review. Review.
And if you get a chance to come see it, we would love to have you come back into this space and see it. You can see the full performance. It's scheduled for tomorrow night at 7:30. So that's tomorrow night, Friday night. Friday at 1 o'clock in the afternoon as well, Saturday at 2 and 7:30. So we'd love to have you come back and see it. It's directed by Travis Greisler, who saw Tales of the City last year, right? Where's the Tales of the City?
Big hands.
Absolutely. Travis was the assistant director on Tales of the City, and the musical director is Robert Rutt, who is a faculty member of both the MFA program and the Young Conservatory. So, it's a family affair tonight. We're all here together, and with that, we're going to let them come up and do their thing.
Exit stage right.
We exit stage right.
Miss Brockman, please spell chimerical.
Can I have a definition?
It means unreal, magical, visionary, wildly fanciful, highly unrealistic.
If I go to Washington, will I be on my own? Because if I go to Washington, who will be my chaperone? We always knew you were a winner. We sighed when you smiled. Start from the beginning when you were a beginner. You were the perfect child. We always knew you were a champion. Your sadness filled my room. Dear, if you should feel my gloom, blame it on me, blame it on your memory and daddy, 'cause depression runs in our family. I love you. My dad says, I love everything about you, dear. And maybe it's true. I love you. I wrote you a letter, how I found the spelling bees such fun. Mama, 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 but you didn't react, and you never what you're learning. Ma, I have, oh God, this need. I think Dad takes out on me what he wants to take out on you. Mama, 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 shanty, shanty, and oh. I think Dad is angry, Ma, and I do not know what to do. Mama, 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 how I wish you were home. How I wish you were home. How I wish you were, wish you were. How I wish you were home. How I wish you were, how I wish you were home. How I wish you were, how I wish you were home. Couldn't be prouder, mama, mama, mama. Time out at I love everything about you, dear, and I swear it's true. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love everything about you, dear, and I swear it's true. Chimerical. Chimerical. Highly unrealistic, wildly fanciful.
That is correct.
I love I wish I could go back to college. Life was so simple back then.
What would I give to go back and live in a dorm with a meal plan again? I wish I could go back to college. In college you know who you are. You sit in the quad and think, oh my God, I am totally gonna go far. How do I go back to college? I don't know who I am anymore.
I want to go back to my room and find a message and dry erase pen on the door.
Whoa, I wish I could just drop a class.
Or get into a play, or change my major.
Or date my TA.
I need an academic advisor to point the way.
We could be sitting in the computer lab, 4 a.m. before the final paper is due, cursing the world 'cause I didn't start sooner, and seeing the rest of the class there too.
I wish I could go back to college. How do I go back to college?
I wish I had taken more pictures.